Hello there, guys. How you guys doing today? It's a happy Sunday and it's fitness and health talk with Dave. I have a guest today, a mother of five, an active housewife, and a medical doctor. She's going to tell us how she planned and approached her weight loss goal. So, madam, you're welcome today.
Thank you.
And how are you?
I'm good.
Please tell us your name and what you do.
I'm Dr. Aje in Karense. I'm a specialist registrar in the Department of Hematology, University of Calabar Teaching Hospital.
I'm just curious, talking about weight loss, how did you or how do you plan your weight loss with a tight schedule of work and the kids and family? How do you manage?
Okay, one thing that's very important in achieving your weight loss is to know the importance. When you know the importance of weight loss, you will know that you can do anything to achieve this goal, because weight loss on its own is not just important for the aesthetic part of it, it has some medical importance, one of which is controlling your blood pressure, and others include controlling your sugar level, and it has also an aspect in the reduction of risk factor for cancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, the cancerous part is interesting, but let's not go further. So, how have you approached your weight loss goal?
Okay, for your weight loss goals to be made feasible, you have to achieve a targeted therapy. First of all, you have to know your body mass index. Now, your body mass index has a way of calculating your height and your weight to give you a value for your own self. Okay, so a range beyond 25 categorizes you as overweight, and above 30 categorizes you as obese. So you have to know your height and your weight, and then tailor your weight loss management towards that. I don't know if you understand that.
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
do. I do.
Okay.
So let's talk about you. How in your weight loss therapy, how have you approached? What has been your approach?
Okay. My approach to weight loss is just simple. Since it's a long-term therapy, you have to take into consideration your diet, which is the major 70% major part of achieving your weight loss. Okay, then 30% goes to exercise. So your diet has to be your key concern. You have to make your diet a balanced diet to achieve this weight loss goal. Reducing, first of all, you have to know the caloric requirements per day as an individual. For females, you know that you have to consume nothing more than 2,000 kilocalories per day, and for males 2,500 kilocalories per day. So in whatever diet you're going to be taking per day, okay, it should
Mm.
not exceed that. And one of the major things to do is to include your fruits and vegetables in your diet, so as to ameliorate the number of kilocalories you're going to consume.
Talking about the kilocalories you just spoke about, are you giving us? Are you saying that's the max? If you're trying to lose weight, that's the max you should go?
Per day, yeah.
Okay, okay. When we spoke outside, the show, you told me you eat everything.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So tell us how you manage to eat everything and how do you manage to eat everything and still lose weight?
Okay, I know that I'm not supposed to consume more than 2,000 kilocalories of food a day. So what do I do? As I've earlier mentioned, I said inculcating fruits and vegetables in your diet plays a major part in reduction of the total number of kilocalories you're going to consume. So by saying fruits and vegetables, examples include the pineapples. Of course, we all know pineapples, watermelon, bananas, and the list is endless, with green leafy vegetables. So these on themselves contain very little amount of kilocalories, and they also are fiber foods. That means they help you to get filled so fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you eat and how do you exercise?
Oh, talking about exercise. I'm a lazy exerciser, I must say that. So what
Okay,
I do is just to do my indoor stretches. Okay, I don't really work out in the gym as such. So I stretch and do little exercises in my home, in my room. Yeah.
so how long have you been in weight loss therapy so far?
Hmm.
How long? How many weeks?
This is my should I call it 4 months after I weaned my baby. Yeah, my baby is just 14 months old. So after weaning him, I started my weight loss therapy.
Okay, so how's the scale now?
I weigh 70 kg now. I started at 80 kg, so there's a 10 kg reduction in my weight currently.
So 10 kilo difference,
Yeah.
and you eat everything.
Yeah, I do eat everything.
Guys, the reason I brought her to this show is because she doesn't diet, but I do. I'm trying to tell you the differences in approaches.
Yeah.
I have the reason I diet, and she wants to eat everything in smaller quantities, but I prefer dieting. So just go for what works for you. You could choose to eat everything in smaller portions, and it's still going to work. You could choose to avoid some food, and it's still going to work. I like being hard on myself. I'm very strict because I feel that when I'm strict, it clicks. It's now easy for me not to eat a whole lot of things outside my house because I've been dieting.
That's actually more like caging yourself and restricting yourself. You know, humans naturally, when restricted to some certain kinds of food, tend to have cravings for them, and when they actually indulge, they do it in excess. And I think that on the long run will not yield more in the weight loss management. But when you're allowed, in my own school of
Mm.
thought, when you're allowed to feast on everything, but in little proportions, do you understand?
Yeah.
In little proportions, then making fruit and vegetables a major part of the diet. I think that will work faster for you.
Okay. I also have an opinion. That's how you feel, and I won't call myself a coach though, but I give practical advice to people in the gym. One
Okay.
thing about telling lazy people how to diet and how to eat is that if it's not strict, sometimes some persons prefer for more strict, you know, approach. Because when you say, okay, you can eat your gari and soup, you know, maybe they eat the gari and soup small, they go eat them plenty.
No,
Be-
that's where we have you have to use your cups to measure. Okay. The gari you're going to eat shouldn't be more than the fist of your hand.
I bet you that a lot of Nigerians don't measure gari. When you enter, anyhow anything enter reach the pool water, and the pool water, the water plenty pass the gari, they go add gari on
No,
top.
I'm talking about the made gari already. The
Okay,
one you've made.
okay,
So
your
you
fist,
should,
right?
yeah, the quantity you should eat should be less than the fist of your hand. Your fist, sorry.
I also have an opinion about fruits. Sugar is sugar. Sugar, there's nothing like natural sugar. Sugar for honey, refined sugar and sugar for fruits, now still sugar. The chemical composition is the same and it reacts the same in your body. So because fruits are light food, you need a whole lot to feel full and it leaves your gut so fast. So what you end up having, I don't know if you understand where I'm going to. What you end up having is energy crashes. If you eat lots of fruits, mm, you have this insulin spike, then you crash when you're hungry. You eat another fruit, you go up and you crash. So when
Okay.
when people start talking about fruits in dieting, I make it look as if fruits is everything in dieting. Um, I always add an exception to that.
Okay, no. Talking about that, there are
Mm.
some kinds of fruit that are recommended as someone who is dieting.
Okay,
Okay, we have
interesting.
the low sugar content fruits. Okay,
Okay,
an example is the watermelon. Yeah, as against pineapple that has a high sugar content. You also
okay,
have your garden egg. Okay, that's also rich in fiber, so it promotes, okay, the filling content.
okay.
Yeah.
But Nigerians, our basic fruits in our own thoughts, na pineapple, watermelon, orange. What else?
Even bananas are
And
also
bananas.
good. Bananas are good.
Bananas
Yeah,
are bananas are
they
good
have
though.
low sugar content and also very filling, high fiber content. So it depends on the kind of fruits you actually want to. An apple too, it's a very good source of low sugar.
But my
Yeah,
take is whatever fruit you choose to go to, if it's not got an egg, be careful. Take it easy on the fruit because the
yeah,
fruits still get sugar.
certainly, yeah,
Yes, it gets sugar.
yeah,
So you talked about outside the sugar, you talked about your whole family in that process with you because you're
yeah,
dieting.
yeah.
So how do you deal with that? Like this feast of Gary you said now, like your last child I just saw at home before we came here. Do you make Gary?
Oh
Do you feed him his feast of
no,
okay.
no. So
So how did you bring them up to speed? Like how did you indulge them in doing the thing you're doing, eating in the manner you're eating?
okay, I had to educate them. I had to tell them the importance of eating right. So as children, when they are trained in that way, they won't have problems as adults.
Okay.
Okay. And also as a child, when a child below 2 years starts building muscle cells, okay, so
Mom?
at 2 years of age, children have formed their muscle cells. Do you understand that? So
Yes.
greater than 2 years of age, you're just trying to work on what is already there in your system. So I taught them about the importance of eating right. So they even look forward to having their fruits and vegetables every day alongside the normal meals we eat. Yeah.
Okay, so typically in a day's diet, how does it look
Okay.
in your house?
Yeah. I make it a duty for them to have their fruits and vegetables as I've already mentioned. They also have yeah, 3 servings of vegetables, yeah, and then one portion of fruits added to the carbohydrate proteins that they take every day.
No, I understand you, but I just said
Yeah.
typically a typical day's feeding. How does it look like?
Oh,
Specific food.
okay. In the morning, they can have their tea and bread and egg too. So in the afternoon, what I prepare for them for lunch must contain a portion of fruits and then vegetables added with any choice carbohydrate meal of
Okay.
their choice. Yeah.
Okay.
Then in the evening, they can also take whatever is available at home, but it's compulsory to feast on fruits and vegetables. It's a must. Yeah.
Okay. So you lost 10 kilos, right?
Yeah, I did.
So what about the kids and your husband? Yeah.
No, they are not trained to lose weight. Theirs
Okay.
is not like being managed for weight.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so as
Okay. Okay.
children, you don't need to control your weight. As children, you need all the energy, you need all the calories to grow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know for your children, but for the children that are obese, they should diet.
Oh
I
yeah,
think we
when
have
they are obese.
yeah, we
Yeah,
have obese children,
yeah,
a whole lot.
yeah.
And then just to tell you that oh the child is chubby. Nothing like I'm healthy, oh. Nothing like I'm
Hmm.
chubby. If you're fat, you're fat.
Well,
If you're fat, you're fat.
when they grow up, that's what I said about the fat cells in their body. You know, the first 2 years of a child's life is very important because that's when they build up their fat cells. So you should be mindful of what you give to them, all the junks you give to them,
Oh yeah.
because whatever you put in them has a way of getting stored in the fat cells and expanding. So
And
as
sticking.
adults, yeah, as adults, they only develop based on what is already in them. Yeah.
Okay. So one thing that's a problem for Nigerians is ah I did like to diet, but it's very expensive. It's strenuous. So what do you think about um the financial aspect of dieting?
Hmm. Well,
For you have a large household.
yeah.
Let's say you were alone. Let's compare you being alone and you having six other persons inclusive.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's very much expensive the way you made it sound. It's not. With as a typical Nigerian, with 600 naira, you can get enough fruits and vegetables to last you a day. Okay, like watermelon that half size. can go for 200 naira, then cucumbers 200 naira, and then carrots. You see,
Yeah.
that's enough for a day. And then added with your normal rice and protein source.
Okay.
So in estimation, like 1,000 naira a day can
Okay.
be sufficient for your fruits and vegetables, and then added with the usual carbohydrate meal and protein. Yeah.
An egg is even for just 100 naira, but some person will tell you that they cannot eat egg because you need a belly full them.
Oh, yes. Also, when you're engaging in weight loss, you need high protein content.
Yes.
Yeah, high protein meals. They help you to, will I say, they help you, since proteins take a longer time than carbohydrates to metabolize. So this feeling of getting satisfied is easier achieved with protein meals. Okay.
Okay. So for busy married women that have a job and are quite active in the job and have kids, how do you, or what do you tell them? How do you tell them to approach their weight loss program?
Yeah.
Because a lot of persons have weight loss issue, and the
Yeah.
truth is they don't even have an idea of how to go about it.
Yeah. You're right.
So can just give us three simple steps to start with. Simple baby
Okay.
steps to start with.
If you are trying to achieve weight loss as a married woman, first of all, you have to talk to yourself that I need to do this. Okay? Encourage yourself by yourself that you need to do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Then after which you have to plan for it. You plan for it by stocking your home with everything, fruits and vegetables, with healthy meals, so that whenever you're hungry, you don't just feast on whatever is available, but the foods that you've already pre-planned and stocked your fridge with. So some people go ahead to complain that these fruits and vegetables are perishable, so they cannot really stock up their
Mm-hmm.
home with it.
Mm.
Yeah, you have to. There are ways to preserve these fruits and vegetables. When you get them from the market and dice them, put them in your refrigerator. Um, it helps them to last longer. And also preparing them before time, before each meal, like making your meals before you're actually hungry, will also prevent you from feeding on any available thing at the actual period that you're hungry. I don't know if you understand that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
When I was trying to lose weight initially, before I had success in weight loss, all I did was high HIT training, that's the high intensity training, a lot of cardio, and I wasn't dieting. I was hoping to out train a bad diet, but not until I switched the diet on and dialed in, I got to achieve something in weight loss. So, is there anything you feel that you you've missed out in your therapy so far that you think you could tweak a little bit and change?
Yeah. Talking about that, I told you earlier that I am a lazy exerciser.
Okay.
So I think I would have loved to inculcate exercise earlier enough in this weight loss journey to tone my muscle mass and then bring me back to my preferred shape. Yeah.
Okay. Just two baby steps advice for anyone, a man, a woman, child, man that wants to go through
Yeah.
weight loss therapy.
Weight loss is not achieved overnight. It's a long-term process. You didn't take a day to add all the weight, so you should not be expecting to lose all the weight within a day. So that in mind, with consistency, yeah, you're going to make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Fitness and Health Talk with Dave. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We have a Jebota woman in the house,
Yeah.
and she's going to tell you guys a goodbye.
Bye.